Hello! And welcome to the stream. My microphone is working, I just confirmed that. My name is George, this show is Don't Panic Flip, and... Dice, welcome to the stream. The teacher said he was done playing a game for the week. Oh, I forgot to update the notification! Alright, 2 seconds, that's frustrating. What is going on? I can't pull up stream information after... Alright, yep, that's apparently what the title is. Thank you for catching that, though. Anyway, we are not playing Jurassic Park tonight. We are definitely playing Total Nuclear Annihilation. I completely spaced updating that. It's normally what I do during... It's all very last second. I was working right up until about 10 o'clock. Yeah, TNA, welcome to the future. Exactly, Midhard. And welcome to the stream. Midhard, I need to get you a custom sound. Or, as I refer to the game phonetically, Tina. I like that, actually. I don't know what Scott Denise's wife, aka the main character in TNA, is called. But it seems like Tina would be appropriate until I actually figure out what her name is. Anyway, we're listening to Scott Denise playing a game designed by Scott Denise that is running software designed by Scott Denise. And I feel like we're actually about to enjoy ourselves. I just checked, and we're almost perfectly balanced on the game. I don't think I've broke anything. It's all very, very last second trying to get stuff going here. By the way, tonight we're drinking something a little different. We've got a wheat ale brewed with cherries and black currants. I'm not sure if that's how you say that word, because I don't know what a currant is or a currant. I'm not sure where to put the emphasis there, or emphasis. It's not that weird for me. Much like every car I've ever owned, every pin in my collection has a name. Dice. Now I need to know the pinball machine to name association. Also, Pinball Wiz coming in hot with a host of 4 viewers. Pinball Wiz, you're amazing. What were you streaming tonight? And I hope you had fun. I hope you destroyed and beat everybody else if it was a multi-person game, or killed the computer, or if it was co-op, just enjoyed your time with everybody. I'm gonna try and cover all the bases there. Demon Crawl. Okay, cool. Demon Crawl was fun. That was, so if I remember correctly, Demon Crawl is the Minesweeper game, but somebody put kind of an RPG on top of it, which I'm really excited to play. I have that up in the background, I feel like, often when you're playing it, because it just sounds great. That is it. Okay, great. That's awesome. Well, tonight we are about to play some Total Nuclear Annihilation. Von Pinball is raiding with a party of 6. Welcome, and Pinball Wiz, you said it, Leroy Jenkins. I'm not sure why the host doesn't play that same sound, but Von Pinball, thank you very much for that raid. That's a hats off. And Pinball Wiz, you also get a hats off. And Von Pinball, I'm curious, what were you playing? And hopefully your stream was amazing. Thank you so much for redirecting everybody over here. And if you're just joining us tonight, we're going to play some Total Nuclear Annihilation. This is an amazing machine, but it's, I'm just going to re-describe it. This is a machine designed by a guy named Scott Denise, listening to music written by a guy named Scott Denise, running software built by a guy named Scott Denise. So this is Scott Denise's brainchild. It's amazing. It's super fun, and just chatting about it. Faye, welcome to the stream. We got the dabs coming in, the Narwhally dabs, and that's a shout out to Faye. A shout out to Pinball Wiz 45B. I need to make a task list, and a shout out to Von Pinball. You guys, if you have not checked out these streamers, amazing content creators, you absolutely need to give them a follow if you haven't done so already. and give them all a chance. They all create amazing content. It's really weird. It kind of felt like there was somebody behind me there for a second, but there's not. And Pinball Tilt, thank you very much for that follow. That is that's another hats off. Okay, without further ado, one more time for the people who weren't here. Right now, tonight we are drinking. Usually we play pinball and drink a beer, maybe 2 beers. And tonight it is a wheat ale brewed with cherries and black currants. I don't know how to pronounce that word. It could be currants. It could be currants. I'm unfamiliar with what kind of food a currant is. I feel like my culinary knowledge is very lacking in this regard. But this is from a brewery in Boulder called Finkel and Garf, one I have not yet had the opportunity to visit, but is high on my list because I think I like all of their beers. Anyway, moving on. Let's get a game going. And I don't know why I didn't know Von Pinball was on. Hold on. 2 seconds here. Because apparently it is twitch.tv/Von Pinball. Huh. Oh, wow. That's, yeah, that was going to be loud. You guys got an echo there for a second. Apparently, I was not following Von Pinball. I feel like I was at some point. Not sure what happened. But I just followed Von Pinball. Hopefully everybody else has as well. And, Dice, George, when I do get out to Colorado, I'm bringing you one of those hats that holds 2 beers and has a tube straw. Kisco, no, this isn't Jurassic Park. Apparently, I forgot to update the notification before it went out. I do apologize to anyone who is really interested in watching more Jurassic, actually watching me fail miserably at Jurassic Park over and over again. Tonight, instead, we're going to fail miserably on Total Nuclear Annihilation. I hope everybody here is happy and with me when I say let's celebrate mediocrity. He took his JP from last night and spent all day modding it into a TNA. Successful. You can't even tell the difference at this point. I have a beer holder. By the way, do not put your beer close to your streaming laptop. If we learned anything from Flippin' Out Pinball, it's do not do that. Also, shout out to Flippin' Out Pinball and the Pinball Network that just went live on Monday. They already have 2 podcasts, and I want to say they've probably already seen 4 or 5 streams. So if you guys haven't checked out the Pinball Network, you should. The stream, I'm not even going to worry about updating the stream information. I will go back through and rename this afterwards because changing a stream name mid-stream doesn't actually change the name that gets saved in Twitch. It just changes, it's worthless, honestly. So, let's do this for real. First plunge, we'll get to hear some bass. Way overdid it there. Great start, great start. That is exactly the kind of start I was hoping to get. Alright, so if you haven't played this game, I'm going to walk through the rule set really quick. Kisco, thank you. Yes, that was a perfectly great start. The first thing you want to do is unlock the grid. And you do that by hitting these shots here and turning them all pink. That is going to allow you to start your reactor, which you do by hitting it into the scoop. Once the reactor is started, you have to overheat your reactor. Case of the Mondays. That was Wolfman! Welcome to the stream. It is not Jurassic Park, but I promise you we are playing pinball. Just unfortunately I forgot to update the stream information. It is not Jurassic Park. That is also not the last time I'm probably going to say that tonight. The 6 stand-ups, please. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'll come back. So you have to hit the start reactor. Afterwards, you then have to overheat the reactor, which you do by getting it to bounce around in the top section right here. Not so much here or here, but right there. It's going to tell you the current temperature of the reactor. You want that to hit 100. It will slowly count down if you don't quite get there and you start wasting time in the bottom area. Once the reactor is overheated, you then need to destroy it. It's going to light for your first reactor 1 random destroy target, which could either be the D, the A, the R, that one that is labeled destroy, this one that's labeled destroy, or one of the 2 destroys on this pop bumper over to the right. Now it's random, and it increases every time you make it to a new reactor. So the first time it's 1 destroy, the second time it's 2, the third time it's 3, and so on. Are you having a case of the Tuesdays? I feel like every day I experience that I'm having a case of the Tuesdays syndrome. And Dice certainly was. Today was poo-poo. Dice, I am very sorry to hear that. Schnauz, welcome to the welcome to the stream. Quaid, start the reactor. I feel like you have to breathe in when you say that. Okay, now the 6 stand-up targets. I guess there's the R, the A, and the D over here. And then there is the grid targets over here. Hitting these targets will actually light your grid, which unlocks it so you can actually start your reactor. The rad targets to the left, after you complete those, I think lights mystery. I don't know what happens after those are completed, like the second time through. Oh, and the last thing is at any point you can start a multi-ball, and that is for every ball in play, that's a multiplier on your score. I think that is the gist. Let's actually play some pinball here. 1, 2, oh, sorry, and so apparently there's 9 stand-up targets. There's the 1, 2, 3 at the top. I have found those to be next to useless. They're beneficial for score. They will max your reactor value. They will increase your bonus. It doesn't seem like there's all that much to it. Vertzilla coming in with a razzmatazz. Titanics is here. Everyone hide your acid buckets. There we go. We got a ball lock. Alright. Now, I like to get into a multi-ball before completing the grid targets because I find the grid targets very scary. Now, I have had other people say they don't feel like those shots are as scary as I make them out to be, but I find them to be super scary. Pinball, inconceivable! I did have a pretty hearty laugh today when my coworker told me that millennials aren't getting married because we can't say my wife and not do the Borat accent. She's right. I don't know the Borat accent there. Waiting for my turn on Star Trek, not looking good. Is it TNG or Stern? That's good. So now we're gonna work on that. That's really good. Is Stern. You never learned it. Man, that is such a fun game. Alright. Cool, so we completed the grid and then the ball went in and started the reactor. That happened really quick. Normally there's a super fun light show, but because we're in multi-ball, it kicks it out really quick. So at some point we'll get to see that. Now, I need to get the ball up top. There are 2 standard ways of doing it, which is hitting the right or the left orbit. Note, the game will only stop the ball on an orbit that is lit pink. And at some point, right now, both are lit pink, and it's not a big deal, but once we get to the 4th reactor, that's going to become very important. So here we go. Okay, so we got the reactor overheated up in the top. While I was trying to kick that ball around out top, I drained it down the bottom. We've got 1 lit destroy because it's our first reactor. So we're going to hit that destroy right there. And notice we get a ball save. It's going to count down. Now we no longer have a ball save. Hopefully that was as fun for you as it was for me to watch the ball save countdown without actually doing anything. Never learned. Apparently, there is 4 Star Trek pins. There is the OG, I guess, Star Trek solid state. Then there is TNG, Star Trek Stern. I can't think of what the 4th one is. Kisco, thank you for clapping. Data East, Stern. It's an early solid state. So that's what I guess what I was thinking of as the as the OG. I've played that at TPF. Yeah, I think it was TPF in 2018. I got to play that one. But what's the... So Star Trek TNG, Star Trek The Early Solid State, Star Trek by Stern. What's the fourth? Is it perhaps the LE Premium if you're looking on Pinside? Okay. And while we're waiting for that, what do I do now? We've completed the first reactor. We're now working on the second reactor. We haven't started it yet. What we need to do is complete the grid, but if you guys remember, I said the grid was really scary. Also, this first... what I could do is start working on getting back into multi-ball, and to do that I have to knock down the Denisi locks, get the ball all the way into the scoop in the back, and then I can relight locks, get back into multi-ball, and then work towards the grid. I'm going to try to do that. This first shot is actually a little scary. I feel like if you hit it just right, it hits it and drains straight down the middle. That didn't happen to us, thankfully. And so we're going to go again. 2, 3, and 4. There we go. We have relit locks. I'm going to get the ball back in there. No, I'm not. Psych. There's a ball lock. Now, before this auto plunges, I'm going to try and plunge it safely. Give it a little love tap there. I was trying to be safe. Don't tilt out. Please don't tilt out. We're just going to give this a sec. That's cool. That's cool. You guys don't even have to look at the game. We're gonna chat. It's just a little one-on-one time here while we wait for that ridiculous tilt bob in this game. Once it gets going, it doesn't stop. I don't know if that is just my total nuclear annihilation or if it is everyone's, but mine is really mean. Okay, so yeah, Bally, Data East, Williams, and Stern. Okay, so Bally, Data East, and Williams. I guess I don't know the difference then between the Data East and the Williams. What brand of rubbers do you get? Kisco, I go Titan on all my rubbers. I guess I just bought some actual rubbers off of Marcos though, matching red for Black Knight 2000. On the topic of spooky, have you played an Alice Cooper yet? Kisco, I haven't played it since I think since TPF, or it may have been Rocky Mountain Pinball Showdown. I played it well before I feel like the code came far enough along to where people are really starting to enjoy the game. So I was just kind of struggling. Okay, Williams is the TNG. I wasn't a fan, I feel like, of the really... I was looking, I guess, for more flow, or... You know what, I'm at this point I'm going to reserve judgment because I know that rules can completely change either a game that you don't like to shoot, but it can make it super fun. So I would like to go back and play Alice Cooper again. I'm going to switch back to this. I feel like we're at a point where maybe that tilt bob has stopped moving. And Data East is original series from 91. Huh. I don't think I've seen that game. Let's do this again. Great. That wasn't what I would call safe, but now we're ready to get back into a multi-ball. All right, one more shot. Missed it by that much. Got it. Uh-oh, somebody did something. Whew! All right, cool. So, we have unlocked the reactor. We just need to hit start reactor at the same time that we also have mystery lit. And Demented! Welcome to the stream. That is a hats off. Thank you very much for that follow. You are getting us a little bit closer to 700 followers, which is our new goal. And at that point, we'll do another Translate giveaway, which we just did our 600 follower Translate giveaway last week, Thursday, I think it was. And I'm a complete slacker. I still have not sent that out, but it's right there in the tube. It's ready to go. Fun fact on TNA, after 2 tilt warnings, the mystery ward is always an extra tilt warning. I do really like that. Yeah, last week. It was last week Thursday. Awesome. Thank you, Dice. All right, let's hit that start reactor. That did not work. Not even a little bit. All right, here we go. Ball 2. It's cool. Obviously, I needed that.
Shoot the left scoop to start reactor.
You know what? We're gonna go with the ball lock. I don't even know why I was going for the start reactor when I can attempt to plunge back in. Here we go. Now that I've got it on the left flipper, I'm gonna go for the start reactor. Beautiful. And now you get to see the full light show, which is a lot of fun.
Please stand by for reactor startup sequence.
Lost by 1.5 mil. Oh, you're in the tournament tonight. Here we go. So we have unlocked the reactor. This is reactor 2. Here we go. Another ball lock. We are ready to go into multi-ball. Woo! Let's do this. Ah, we didn't do it enough. Lost it all. That's fine. All right, let's hit that left orbit. Get it up there. We'll take another mystery award there. And, oh. Woo! 3 seconds left. Ah! That's crap. It's going to give me that back. All right, now we have, we've got our reactor set to critical. All right, cool. We've got control of the ball. We've got a destroy here and a destroy there. I can't believe I have not accidentally hit any of those. Just gonna let that go. And shooting it right down the middle, but I am getting a lot of practice. There we go. All right, we've got control of the ball. Let's catch back up. I think Elvira is pretty good. It should have just been... oh, wait a second. Von Pinball, welcome. I'm not sure if you heard earlier, if you were just probably going through an hour of commercials like Twitch likes to do, but thank you very much for that raid earlier. You're amazing. And I think Elvira's... I don't know why I wasn't following you. I had to go back through and follow. I didn't know that you were online. I think Elvira is really good. It should have just been in MST... oh, right? Because it is just references to all kinds of old movies. Wait, hold on. I need to go back even further. Have you played Elvira? Older now. Love it, especially that new code. I have heard really good things about the code. I think that was Deadflip who mentioned it being really good. JJP is apparently working on Guns N' Roses, I think, Kisco. Huge Elvira mark, but I love everything about the game, the art, the theme integration, the modes. That's a game that definitely is bolted to the floor in my collection, okay? If rumor is correct, they'll be putting out the new Guns N' Roses machine very soon. I also heard they were working on Toy Story, but Guns N' Roses, I think, is coming up faster because Axel Slash, I don't know, the guy's name from Guns N' Roses said he was getting his own pinball machine. Or Guns N' Roses was getting their own pinball machine. And I'd be surprised if it was something else first. Good to hear. Kisko would like a Guns N' Roses. The scoop is just like the Demon Lock on Kiss. Half the time it goes straight down the middle. Slash, right, their lead guitar. Okay, cool. We're caught up. Let's see if we can get back into ball lock. Here we go. Missed it by that. Oh, no. I went the wrong way on the white. Ah. It's okay. It's okay. It's first game. It's first game. Seconds. We've got ourselves a ball lock there. All right, next ball lock. Woo! let the black current just flow through you. Here we go, multi-ball. One more. I don't know. Oh, there we go. That was Laserlos. Welcome to the stream. And I don't know who the hello... Oh, the hello is the hi icon. That's right. Okay. So we need to get this reactor over here. Totally worked out well. Let's try that again. I will take that. Get in there. All right, we're juggling right now unnecessarily. Let's see here. Laserlos. And pretty sure that is probably one of my more used emotes as well. All right, so we've got 3 seconds of ball save. And we've got ourselves an extra ball, because when you're playing in single-player mode, once you unlock your third reactor, you get an extra ball. So we've got an extra ball, which is really nice. Kisko, my highest reactor is still 7. So we destroyed 6 and started 7, but didn't destroy 7. And getting my rum on to forget my awful day job and feel like a pirate. Arr. Well, and we just destroyed a reactor on R, so, you know, that's super fitting. That's going to have some backspin. All right, we're good. We're good. We're going to get back into a multi-ball. Woo! The nudges are with me tonight. I am letting the black current flow through me. Speaking about that, we are drinking an amazing Finkel and Garf beer. It is a wheat ale brewed with cherries and black currants. So I'm calling it currants. BK2 that. Wait. Nuclear reactor. What game is next to JP? It's bugging me. Gallivanting Coconut. That is Black Knight 2000. Which we may be getting rid of. Maybe. A guy I have traded several pins with over time got his hands on a Family Guy, which has been like a pin that I've wanted for a long while. Wax! Welcome to the stream. I don't want to hear it. I never said that Black Knight 2000 was bolted to the floor. At any point. I am never saying that again. I'm not even saying that about Rick and Morty. And of all the pins that should be bolted to the floor, Rick and Morty is definitely it. You should have that wheat beer with some wheat thins and some cool whip. Which was better music, BK2000 or TNA? Definitely TNA. I dig the music for Black Knight 2000, especially after hitting the super jackpot. Lucky SRB, thank you very much for that follow. That is I can do an actual hats off for that. You're getting us just one closer to our 700 follower goal, at which point we're going to give away another translate. And George, Family Guy, I don't like that game. It's just, ugh. But you have to get what you like. Dice, did you know that who's the guy who does the voices? Seth MacFarlane, I think his name is? Yeah. Seth MacFarlane heard at some point that they were making a Family Guy pinball machine, and apparently he just showed up and he's like, hey man, I'll do all the voices for you at Stern. Like, just jumped in. I don't think he got paid. I think he just came in because he didn't want a crappy Family Guy product made, and apparently was awesome to work with. So there's a little bit, I guess, around that I'm excited to learn about. And I really do like the Family Guy cartoon series. It's not Rick and Morty, nor is it Archer, which I would put above Family Guy, but I dig Seth MacFarlane. I think that he did the voice for the mouse in Sing. I don't know, he's like hosted the Oscars. He just seems like a genuine, really cool guy, but also could be an awful jerk. I don't know him personally, but I just, I dig all the voices he can do. It's also early Family Guy. The call-outs aren't varied enough, and it's really repetitive with the fart jokes. He was Ted in Ted. That's another really good point. Okay, let's start this multi-ball. Yeah! There we go. There's 4. Crap, we're out of the multi-ball, but we've got it on the left. Let's do it. One more, yes! And mystery. He's also insert name here on the Orville. I'm not a fan of the Orville. I feel like it's trying... Like, it could have just been like a Galaxy Quest, in my opinion, where it didn't take itself seriously. But it was trying to balance, it was trying to cross a threshold of, like, it takes itself seriously, but it doesn't. And then and I feel like it just, it got weird really quick, and then I feel like it just kind of it didn't nail that line as well as it probably could have. And several albums, all excellent. I had no idea what kind of albums. Is it like Adam Sandler style comedy, or is it actual music? I think he only seems like an awful jerk when you say something that insults his intelligence. Okay, I mean, I would also seem like a jerk if you said that. Actually, I'd probably go cry in a corner. I have a feeling that was Pink Ninja Man. That was Pink Ninja Man. Welcome to the stream. I hope you really like that new song. Okay, we've got A and Destroy over here. All right, guys, do we do it? Do we attempt to Shatz the bed here? Oh, Sandler's albums are comedy with now SNL alumni back in the... Oh, wait. Did somebody ask that question? It's TED-level jokes mashed with Star Trek plot lines. Okay. Jazz, big band, and swing. Okay, he nails that, obviously, since he was in Sing and he did that style of music. Wax, Sandler's... yes. I have listened, I feel like, to all the Sandler albums, at least back in the 90s. Nothing recent if he's done anything recent. Okay, here's what we're going to try to do. We've got this Destroy. I'm on the right, and we can't really backflip. It's really, really tough to backflip, which is where you kind of play with this and get the ball to roll up, and as it comes back down, you then take a swing and get it to go backwards. That is not easy. So what instead we're going to do, because this is way easier, is attempt to hit the ball right at the bottom corner of this sling and ricochet it into the Destroy. We try this all the time. It is successful about 3% of the time. Let's see if we can get there. And let's see, Hatripist. Who's the best pinball designer? Wow. Yeah, that's rough. Let's go here first. Obviously that worked. All right, there's 4. We're working on 5. We've still got that extra ball. Let's go ahead and keep this going. I think it was Hetrapist, and that was the name of a German beer, which is apparently really good, if I remember from last night's stream. Kisco, sleep well. I almost followed that up. What's the phrase from The Princess Bride? Good work, sleep well. It's something, and then I'll likely kill you in the morning. I wish there was I need to quote that, throw it up there, an exclamation point, sleep. It needs to be a thing. Anyway, best designer. If I had to say who I think my favorite designers are right now, there's no question it's Keith Elwin and Eric Minier. That's, between those two are my 2 favorite designers currently in pinball. And they're all gonna laugh at, yes, it is very immature, but I quote it all the time. When I say something like they're all gonna laugh at you, nobody gets that. Nobody had listened to Adam Sandler back then, who's still alive, I guess, right now. It's incredibly immature and stupid, but in the bit, he plays Barry Lincoln. I don't know who Barry Lincoln is. Belgian beer, but almost Germany. Sorry, that's my bad. I don't know enough. I wasn't making a sly remark against Germany or anything. I hope it didn't sound like, against Belgium when I said that. Elwin is too green for me to put in my all-time greats. I get it. I mean, think about it this way. The guy who did, Brian Eddy, did 3 pinball machines, right? And they were The Shadow, Attack from Mars, and Medieval Madness. Elwin has done 2 pinball machines. And they are, I feel like, comparable, at least in the layout, even though the Iron Maiden theme I wasn't a fan of. I have owned both of his games and enjoy them immensely. Enjoyed, I should say. Anyway, let's try and get back into multi-ball. Now, some people say that TNA is a little bit too much like chopping wood. I get that sentiment. I completely do. I just enjoy chopping this style of wood. If by chopping wood, it's like if the wood was some sort of sorry, what do they call in high energy situations when the energy actually becomes like a liquid? It has a name where in movies you'll often see it like dripping. But anyway, if the wood was made out of that or like neon, and I was chopping it and throwing it into a pile of additional neon or whatever that material is, that is the kind of wood chopping I feel this game is, because I love the music, I love the theme. There's just no excuse. I just really like this game. I'll take that. I'll take it. All right, cool. We've lit locks. We're just going to keep going. Are you on mushrooms right now over here chopping neon trees? Like, if you were actively watching, I feel like you would have been with me on that. Maybe, probably not. But if you just had me in the background and you were doing something else and I start talking about chopping down neon trees, yes, I could totally see why you might think that. No, this is just a Tuesday. This is me on a Tuesday. We've got a ball lock. Also, for whatever reason, I could not play pinball yesterday. I mean, I don't want to go so far as to jinx myself and say that I'm playing pinball today. But this isn't an awful first game. We are chatting a lot more than actually playing, though. Here we go, multi-ball! Got it. Oh, two more! What? Whoa! Oh, it gave me a lane save. I thought I triggered the lane save. Welcome to this week's episode of Shroomin' with George. We all have our off days, even the pros. Those are just the days when you want to be having a great day and trying to beat them. Yes. Oh, I think I see what it is that makes me think there's someone behind. There's a scrolling display on Black Knight 2000. Please nobody scare me right now. That would be bad. Here we go. Ball lock number 1. 3 seconds. That sucks. There we go. That was an almost miss on the lock shot. Somebody did something. Hold on a sec. Ooh, that went green for the bits. It actually works. Joe Soap, welcome to the stream. Boo, thank you for the scare. Yes, I got that. And nobody tell George there's actually someone behind him. Thank you. The neon man is behind you. Sorry, come on, somebody help me out who enjoys science, but like when there's copious amounts of energy and that energy starts to oh my gosh, I can't think of what it's called. It's like when energy takes electricity takes a liquid form. There's a name for whatever that is. I know I sound like an idiot right now. I feel like there needs to be somebody who works in science fiction movies here right now to help me with this question. Because I know it's probably not real. All right, we got a reactor unlocked here. We're working on number 5. Plasma! Thank you, Schnauz! Yes! Oh my god, that was really bothering me. Anyway, plasma, yes. So I feel like you're trying to chop neon trees, but instead it keeps converting into like plasma. And in my mind, that was the visualization I went with. It doesn't have to make sense. Somebody's throwing stuff. Ah. Woo! Like I said, nothing has to make sense. Is there a doctor in the house? I'll call Dr. Dracula. Ha, yes. I'm like, Dr. Akula. Oh, yeah. Sounds like they're kicking in. Yeah, it's the guy behind you. And Coctologist, welcome to the stream. Oh, there he goes again. Yes. There we go. Reactor number 5 started... I should say overheated? No, it was already started. Mystery, can you just destroy all the reactors for me? Light locks. Oh, geez. That's awesome. Yeah, let's go there. We're doing the lock thing. Come on. Excellent plunge. Beautiful, beautiful. Obvious. Oh, no. All right, we're fine. We're all fine here. Oh, I feel like I just forgot how to play pinball. You ever like lose control of your fingers? Like you're playing and it feels... I know this is not helping you guys thinking I'm on shrooms or something, but does it ever feel to you like suddenly you're not playing with your hands, you're playing with somebody else's? Hey, there we go. That was 5. That was cool. Wow, that was really bad. All right, we're gonna... Oh, we got a lockdown, so... I guess let's work that direction. We're fine. We're all fine here. There's no rush. Anonymous, welcome to the stream. You guys, if you're not already following Anonymous, I would genuinely be surprised. Amazing streamer, was building Mr., and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, FPGA boards tonight, or I don't know what to call those, but they're devices where you can play hundreds of old school games through one device, and it takes care, if I'm describing this once again correctly, it takes care of outputting that via HDMI to like standard up-to-date displays. And it was super fun with great music, awesome streamer, super high quality. Once again, if you guys haven't checked out Anonymous, you absolutely need to do so. Awesome. And I gotta go back up now. Oh, there he goes again. Lock thing 2020. How do nerds shower? Same as you, idiot. We get nice and wet, then we roll for initiative. That's awesome. Like Stranger, yeah. I mean, that wasn't where I was going with it, I feel. But at the same time, I get to a point where I'm doing really well in a game, and this will happen mid-tournament, and suddenly I'm like, I no longer know how to control my hands appropriately. Ah, there we go. That wasn't an awful first game. We've only been playing for 55 minutes. There was a lot of talking in there, though. Joe Soap, what are your initials, sir? Because you are going in here. I'm gonna guess the first initial is a J. It's Joe. I mean, how can you argue with that? Oh, you know what? I can put a lot of letters in here. I'm just gonna do Joe Soap. That way there's no question. Let's see here. No problem. Oh, soft plunge. Can't control his hands appropriately. Stranger danger. I do like stranger danger. Exnilio, I appreciate you taking the time to tell your strategy. Yes, and no problem. I will happily go through that whole thing again. I have I feel like a really good strategy that for whatever reason, I don't see anybody just going for the points on Dialed In via the super boom thing, the whatever the shot is that completes the mode for you. I know they nerfed it in recent code, but I feel like with minimal effort, I can pump that up and use that and get through 3 or 4 modes, even on the newest code, and still hit 1.5 million very easily, consistently, which is usually enough to win a game in a tournament. I don't know. That is a really hard word to say. Can I just say Trappist or can I say het? Which would you prefer? Because Hetrapist does not quite roll off the tongue easily. But I will. If you're like, no, you have to say the whole thing, I will absolutely do it. Just let me know how you want that pronounced. Preferably something a bit easier, but I can do the whole thing if you're not into the brevity thing. Big Bang, thank you, completes mode. Yeah, I build up Big Bang by hitting the theater shot and then holding up the right flipper, because if you can hit the theater shot nice and fast and you just hold the right flipper, it bounces right into the Big Bang build-up target. Great, you do that a bunch of times, it's always pretty safe, and then you initiate a mode, because at that point you've probably lit it, and then you hit the Big Bang and you get a significant number of points. That also lights a SIM card, and while you're going for the Big Bang, you are very likely going to accidentally bounce into the SIM card shot. Like it just consistently works well for me, but I don't see anybody using that in tournaments, and I don't know. I feel like it's mind-blowing. I can say Trappist. Thank you. Awesome. Appreciate that. Trappist. I almost say Hetrapist again. Trappist, thank you. And let's see, Big Bang. Big Bang, yeah, start mode, Big Bang it, repeat. Seems like the way to go for me too. Okay, cool. T-Rex, welcome to the stream. Or El Deuterino, if brevity's not your sort of thing. Thank you, Dice, for getting the Big Lebowski reference. And X is fine. Thank you. that was another one. Ex nihilo. It's X. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I'm just going to go with X. Let's go with game number 2. Let's see if we can get back to 6. If not, blow up 7.
Welcome to the future.
3,000 points there. I'm not sure if you saw that. That's obviously me cheating. And let's get this going.
Level 1. Skill shot.
There we go. And our strategy is never go for the grid without a multi-ball if you don't have to. And I am sticking with that strategy always. That sucks, but that's fine. It's going to give it back to me.
Target multiplier increased.
And let's see if we can plunge up there. And we're going to be in a multi-ball in a second. And hacks. I know, right? Yeah, 3,000 points. Obviously a hack. Got it.
Reactor unlocked.
I mean, somebody might say that was very lucky, but that was all obviously very on purpose. Even now, catching all 3 balls like that was my well laid out plans. I feel like the A team right now. Okay, that was a little bit of a hack. That, for whatever reason, that sling just triggered. For no reason. That's gonna suck. I guess let's go ahead and hit this destroy. All right, let's get ourselves back into multi-ball. I don't know what I was going for there. I should have been going for the grid. And these are hacks. This guy doesn't even have a real tilt pop. Your scoop has some extra stank on it. Even by TNA standards, that's more rocket or war machine. Yes, it is. It's rough. Now, if it actually hits the right flipper, I can catch it pretty easily. I mean, that wasn't a great catch, but that wasn't an awful catch. It was a catch. We relit locks. Got our first lock. Let's plunge and lock that thing up again. The lock thing. 2020. All right, obviously, we're fine. We're all fine here. We're great. I didn't realize that you could consistently tap pass in this. Ah! I had a lane save. I had a lane save. All right. Lock thing 2020. Yeah. Oh, come on. What do we need? One more. Alright, there's the reactor. Nice little light show. By the way, did you guys see the light show on Rick and Morty? Scott Denisi knows how to do a light show. The guy, he's like a pinball savant. That's gonna have, nope, no backspin. I'm okay. I don't need validation. You can accidentally hit the destroys for me. I'm completely fine with that. All right, Shat's the bed. Here we go. Got it! Oh my god! That never happens! You guys saw that. Shat's the bed 2020. I don't know if the sound came through on the hats off, but I do really like that. That was the fifth element, if nobody guessed it. Okay. We'll see if I'm getting, oh, and Mind Rat. Sorry, yes, is it Mind Drax or Mind Rax? We're figuring out how to pronounce people's names tonight. Mindrix? I'm trying to think of all the different ways, I guess, that we could apparently pronounce that. It could also be Mindrax. You could put the emphasis on the second part there. don't know why tonight all of a sudden it feels like there are people walking behind me. I got nothing. But anyway, Mind Racks, welcome to the stream. 10% of the time it works every time. Exactly. It is Mind Racks. Okay, cool. Why does it smell like gasoline? Awesome, we got a 4th ball! Alright, now let's have some fun! Oh no. I don't know, do we go for that? One more, come on, we got this! Woo! All right, we lit locks. We did the thing. Trappist. But it's not cool. Not cool. Also, Ty, the door is locked. Don't even think about it. I do want to... Ty has literally snuck up behind me before. Good. Someone else saw it too. Tonight is when the ghosts come out to play. Well, we're lucky. All right, game, we're fine. You don't need to do that. I understand.
Mystery award lit.
All right, we're cool. We're cool. There we go. We're gonna plunge this one up top. Yes. Super spinner. There we go. We got 2 on that destroy, 1 over there. I'm going multi-ball. You know what? Let's full plunge. Obviously a good idea. Obviously a super good. Why would I full plunge like that? Like, why chance it? That was very silly.
Shoot again.
Really quick. In the whole wide world of soups, are there actually people who choose split pea? That is a really good question. I have never actively attempted, like, I purposefully ordered split pea soup. I like that, though. In the whole wide world of soups. Oh, no. That's not good. We're fine. We're all good. Give me that back. Yes. So if you remember, we get 3 seconds of ball save when you completely destroy. We drained down the outside, but hit the destroy before it registered, so that worked out to our advantage, obviously on purpose. Beer break. You put some bacon in some split pea soup, and you won't be disappointed. I don't know that bacon goes in soup. I do not. I like my bacon extra crispy and very thick. I'm not a fan of wet bacon. I don't know what to call that. Especially after I saw The Exorcist with the split pea soup. Yeah, LOL. My wife is soaking some split peas to make that soup. X, what are the chances? And okay, I got an answer. Excellent. More power to you. It's not just something I've ever actively wanted. T-Rex, if it's between that and beets, split pea all the way. The trick is making sure that's not the choice. I can't agree more. Bacon does go in but like I can't think of a good adjective, but bacon that isn't cooked all the way, or soggy bacon. There you go. That's not I don't ever just like I don't ever see myself asking for split pea soup, I never ask for soggy bacon in anything. You've never had loaded baked potato soup then? I have not. I am lactose intolerant, which just means it hurts, and nobody else likes being around me. So I try to avoid, I suck at it because I do think cheese is life, but I try to avoid cheeses. Looks like we need one more in order to start the reactor. We are on our extra ball. Do I go for multi-ball, or do I hit that? I think I made the right choice. Yes! There's number 4. Oh, I mean, bacon bits in... no, wait. If it's in a soup and it gets soggy, I don't like it. Oh, look at that. We triggered up top. I wonder if it's like it's a nudge thing? Oh, and this is what I was talking about at the start of the stream. Once you hit the 4th reactor, both orbits are not lit. So if I shoot the left orbit because it's not lit pink, like the right side is, it's not going to stop the ball. It's only going to stop it if I hit the right side. That was awful. It just grazed the tip of that of the sling. You've had a bad bacon in soup experience then. I just don't know that if I've ever tried it. Is that why you drink so many ice cream? Yeah, it it's hard because I like crazy flavored beer, but every crazy flavored beer has lactose identified very clearly on the side. But yeah, it doesn't feel good. Why are you waiting to eat soup that long? And in response to finding out that you're lactose intolerant, cheese's crust. I mean, I did have pizza Monday night, and yeah, you just every bite or of anything that has dairy in it, you do it knowing it's going to cause pain later. All right, what time is it? 11:45. I'm gonna finish up this beer. I have a really cool break sequence. I'm gonna show you guys the break sequence while I go grab a chillax. I will be right back. All right. That wasn't very long to listen to the very cool music. You heard him breakdance sequence. We're finally going to get to see George. Oh, break sequence. Yes, maybe someday. It's funny, while I was in the Dominican Republic, I danced for the first time, I think, since high school, and because there was a club there, and it was filled with only people I knew, which was great. And on top of that, we had control. The DJ was just basically like, here, can you play this song? And it was I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas or something. And he was just playing whatever we wanted. So we ended up in the club till 3 and then went out to the beach until I don't know what time, where it's fun because on the beach there were turtles feeding at like 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning. I kind of forgot where I was going with that. Oh, sorry. But at the end of the whole dance sequence, I realized that I really wanted to learn how to break dance. I probably will never do it, but it's on the bucket list to like take, a year's worth of classes and at one point hit the dance floor and kind of pretend like I don't know how to do things and then do like a head spin thingy and like, I always pull it out at parties. But if you guys, oh wait, George, did you pick up a turtle and dance with it? No, I did not. Does Lactate or whatever? No, T-Rex, it doesn't. I will say that it's less painful, but, in my history with Lactate, I've probably given it about 6 or 7 serious tries. And I always do it with worst case scenarios. Like when I'm out in Chicago and I decide I want a Chicago pizza pie, I'm like, I'm going to try the Lactate again and see if it helps. And it never does. So I would love to give it, I guess, a chance where will Lactate help if I have, a beer with a little bit of lactose in it. By the way, tonight we are drinking Chillax for the second beer. The first one was from Finkel and Garf, and it was something with black currants in it, if I'm pronouncing that appropriately. And this is a pineapple golden ale. It's a wonderful 4.5% beer. And catching up, you danced? I did. I danced, ended up dancing after I was looking for a pinball machine. And so anyway, on the bucket list, I would really like to learn how to do that. And George, did you? Nope, I did not. It's because you didn't have a broken down cardboard box and a boombox outside the convenience store. Exactly. And the first beer was Ray Finkel from Ace Ventura. Finkel and Einhorn. It was not. But thank you, Dice, for being there with me. Wow, that beer tastes very odd. I think I might be getting sick because dinner also tasted a tad weird tonight. And I feel like that is always the precursor to like a really awful cold, is that food or drinks start to taste differently than they normally do. In that case, I feel like that tasted like blackberries. And Arc Mecha, welcome to the stream. I am doing very well. I'm on day 2 of a new job. It is both exciting and very boring. At the same time, we are drinking. We've had a couple of really good games on Total Nuclear Annihilation, and I'm happy. If I can get to the 4th reactor, I call that okay. So, and we, I think, started the 6th reactor on our first game, and I don't know if we actually destroyed Reactor 4. I'm going to say we may have started but not destroyed Reactor 4 on the second game. And we've been playing for over an hour. So, yeah, it's going well.
Welcome to the future.
And there's nobody behind me, so I don't have to worry about that. It's your body's way of stopping you from eating, so you go into Sunday stream on an empty stomach to make you more competitive. All right. Worth pointing out, so Sunday is a big day. I've got the green screen ready. We're pulling down a table. I've got extra television, so that way we can have 2 commentators. At any point, we're going to have 3 different groups playing down here a pin golf tournament. And at any given time, there will be 2 active groups playing a pinball game. We're going to rotate them out, always leaving us hopefully 2 commentators to comment on everybody else's play. At the same time, if you win in your group, you have to take a shot. The goal, it's a tournament playing with people who don't normally play pinball. And alongside people who do play a lot of pinball, both for fun and competitively. We're going to have some really, really good people in-house on Sunday night. So how are we leveling that out? Well, you can activate playfield leveling measures. And I showed a sneak peek of that last night, and it broke something, so I'm not going to show a sneak peek tonight, but there's a wheel, and on that wheel is a spot, a triangle that spins for every person who is going to be in the tournament. And you can spin the wheel for a certain amount of either stream points or bits, and then you can also make somebody's section of the wheel wider by spending stream points or bits. Now, the wideness of somebody's slice of the circle can get to the point where it's ridiculous, where it's like 90% or 95, I think is I guess it would be 88%, because it doesn't drop below 1% on everybody else's slices. So the most you could do is 88% on any one given person, and as soon as it hits them, it then defaults back to 1, and you have to build it back up again if you want a specific person to activate on a playfield leveling measure. So, it's your body's way of stopping you from eating so much and going to Sunday's stream, yes. They're already with the cold. I've had the energy of an especially slacker sloth today. T-Rex, I get that. I do. A mini Pinberg, a Minberg, if you will. Pineapple upside down cake shots. Baby, yes, they are so good. Jessica has perfected, my wife, who will be on the stream for the first time. Technically, she was on for about 30 seconds once, but outside of that, she will actually be on the stream for the first time ever. And she is going to have pictures of one of the playfield leveling measures, which is a pineapple upside down cake shot. It is amazing. I can't wait for everybody to try it. Peppers, welcome to the stream. Save those points for Sunday, y'all. It's going to be a butt-puckering heck of a ride. It is. And here's the deal. If you get assigned a shot and you're like, nope, you can't do it anymore because you're already up to the neck, you're out of the tournament. That is and we're going to refer to them as PLMs. Those are playfield leveling measures. I don't want to get in trouble with Twitch or anybody else because you can spend points to buy shots. It's playfield leveling measures. At the same time, I'm also trying to find a giant sombrero hat that somebody has to play in, and that is also going to be one of the triangles. One of the slices is, instead of hitting a person, you might hit the sombrero, and then you respin, and whoever it hits has to wear the sombrero until it falls on a different person. So, and that's my goal, is to get, like, a giant sombrero. Pink Ninja Man and Quarter World, welcome to the stream. Wolfman, I think you were already on here. FedEx me a shot, bro. Wolfman, I'm assuming you're already just outside. You're probably the reason I keep looking behind me. When you're here on Sunday, you can just have a shot. And Pink Ninja Man, it's the stream points. If you look under the chat, you should have something that you can click on that lets you know how many points you have, which you accrue naturally from just watching the stream. And you'll be able to use those to either spin the wheel, which activates a playfield leveling measure, or you can use them to temporarily increase the size of a specific person's slice in the wheel, and that resets after it hits that person. I spent... Pink Ninja Man, you are absolutely right. I'm dumb, you're very smart. I'm ugly, you're very good looking. I get that. It was a great joke. No, it was awesome. Always glad to raid. Oh wait, I missed a raid? What is going on? Let's switch back over. Quarter World raided with 5. Quarter World, I am so sorry I missed that. I don't have the events on the break screen. That is a hats off. I am so sorry for missing that. Quarter World, if you guys, first of all, what were you streaming? Did you have fun? And if you could have changed anything about the stream tonight, what would it have been? At the same time, you guys, if you have not followed Quarter World, you absolutely need to do so. Amazing content creator. Give him a follow. And what games are you playing? Arc Mecha. So that is from 8:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. Sunday night, since in the States, we almost a lot of people will have Monday off. Everybody who's going to be here will have it off. So that's 8:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. Mountain Time on Sunday. And we will be playing Tron, Total Nuclear Annihilation, Harlem Globetrotters, Jurassic Park, Black Knight 2000, and this is the fun part. The finals. So it's pin golf, which means that we will have goals on every single one of these machines that you have to achieve. And you want to get to it in as few balls as possible. So the lower your overall score, very much like golf, the top 4 people will play in the finals. And this is where it gets cool, guys. The finals are going to be played on an American Doll, the Flipside pinball machine. It is roughly about this big by maybe this tall. It is a 100% fully functional pinball machine manufactured by the same girl that does the same company that does American Girl dolls. So that is why it's also called the Flipside Tournament. It is a pin golf tournament with the finals to be played on an amazing pinball machine. I should run upstairs and go grab that just so that way I can show you guys what it looks like. And tell people to quit pissing on the side of the house, though. Wolfman, yes. All right, 2 seconds. I'm going to hit the break again. You guys, I'm going to turn off the mic. I'm going to go grab the Flipside. I'll be right back so you guys can see that. Can you get an American Girl doll to play the American Doll pin? I think we might have an American... My wife and I are not fans of dolls. Like, we like statues and D&D miniatures, and we have tons of those. We have... in fact, we're in the process of painting a whole bunch of My Little Pony miniatures and Transformer miniatures. And by we, I mean my wife, and she did an amazing job on Rainbow Dash the other day. But we don't like dolls. We find them a little creepy, so there are very few dolls in the house. I don't think we have any American Girl dolls, unfortunately. But I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab the pinball machine. Alright, so, wait a second, gotta catch up. T-Rex, put a tilt bob in that thing. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do about the tilt bob right now. We might just end up strapping this to a table, and then putting a bell on the table, so if the table moves too much and you bell, we'll count it. Let's see here. Okay, so dolls are creepy, but My Little Pony is legit. Dude, My Little Pony is amazing. If you have not watched Friendship is Magic, the cartoon... It's essentially written by the geekiest people you've ever met who like to hide adult humor in children's cartoons. It is written really with adults in mind. It's an amazing cartoon. All right, so I'm gifting a life-size Annabelle doll from The Conjuring. I've got... Oh, no, I'm good, man. Anyway, this is the pinball machine. They say that manufacturing pinball is hard, but American Girl did it and didn't tell anybody until they were already available to purchase. So this game right here, I don't know. Nope, I think I just turned it off. There we go, look at that. Lights up. Yep, it's got lights on it. Yep. Obviously, you're not a golfer. There you go. Sounds and everything. We're gonna mic this thing up. It's going to be amazing. So, like I said, and that's the fun thing is we're gonna have a bunch of. I mean, we're all amateurs. I don't feel like anybody. Actually, I take that back. Elliot might be ranked in the top 1,000 in the IFPA, but we're essentially all amateurs, but there's varying levels between people who have never played... the mic's on. Yeah, who have never played pinball, and people who play competitively on a weekly basis, who are ranked pretty high, who will be here. And if you are good, and that's why on Facebook, if you guys follow on Facebook or Twitter, or you're on the Discord, there is a tagline for the tournament, which is winning has consequences. So you guys have the ability to get the good people more more playfield leveling measures. At the same time, if you win, you are forced to take a playfield leveling measure. So by the end of the night, we're hoping everything is fairly even. I expect direct video feed of that bad boy. Thank you. Dice, I'm always trying to reference the Lebowski. You're a Lebowski, I'm a Lebowski. And the Quick Bunny... Oh, crap. I gotta go back here so I can keep track of what's happening. The Quick Bunny, thank you very much for that follow. And Quarter World, I gotta go back up. I don't remember seeing what it was that you were streaming tonight. And Rinku, welcome to the stream, and thank you very much for the host. That is yet another hats off. In fact, I think I gotta do the hats off icon here. We just got our new emotes in. So that 3 hats off for you. Okay, now I gotta scroll back down. Take my money. I'll gift it discreetly. You'll find it after I've left. No, thank you. I expect direct video feed. T-Rex, you're not top 1,000. T-Rex, I am not. I love the sounds. I can't thank Pure Retro Colorado enough, I feel like, for showing me how to do exactly that. Which is to trigger sounds based on when people first enter something into chat, and also trigger something based on specific commands. And Pikmin, enjoy those emotes, and welcome to the stream. Yes, that emote right there, that is a cheers. It's on my desk at work, and yeah, I play it when I get frustrated with a project. It's okay. Oh, that's right, you got drunk and bought one. Nice, a fish. Oh, it's not a fish, it's a chameleon. Not that makes a big difference. It kind of looks like a fish. And do you have a link for the mini pinball? Pink Ninja Man posted it. Thank you very much. And that is their shop. Thank you kindly. And, well, Stern is releasing direct video hardware for sale. Oh! Now, that would be amazing, because I finally just got Jurassic Park hooked up with the thanks of MPT3K. MPT3K, you're amazing. If you guys have not followed MPT3K, another wonderful content creator on Twitch, amazing all-around person, super helpful. Give MPT3K, that is MPT3K, as in Mystery Pinball Theater 3000, if you get a chance. And I do love the cheers. Oh, and I just changed it to Toasty from Mortal Kombat, which is one of the coolest sounds in video games. And came back from Pinball League Nights, did badly, but did great at Skateball. Pikmin! That's awesome! We just played Skateball recently at Pure Retro Colorado's place. Alright, 12:04, we got this. What do you think? Can we get to Reactor 7? I already, Rinku already follows MPT3K. I created a drink for the bar he was at recently. That's awesome.
Level 1. Skill shot completed.
Alright. I'll take that lock. That was dirty. Alright, can I please have control? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'd appreciate it, Dan, if you'd stay out of my personal affairs. Oh my gosh. Dice says you're going to beat it tonight. By the way, this might be the only game where I'm not saying I'm not going to, but this might be the only game where if I beat it, I don't get rid of it. So, trying right now, desperately, yeah, I mean, I'm doing lots of things right now. Apparently, I'm not good enough to talk and get them done at the same time.
Reactor destroyed.
I'll take that. Anyway, I was just trying to get the grid done while I was in multi-ball, and instead,
3x jackpot.
we got it all done. Oh my gosh. I've had better.
Danger.
And I plan to build a virtual pin cabinet later this year. That's awesome. Then definitely MPT3K is worth following because he built that cabinet himself, did all the artwork himself, and Wax, who also is on the stream, I think builds a ton of virtual pin games. So Wax is another amazing streamer. By the way, if you guys haven't followed Wax, that is XX, I think WAXXX. Wax, if you're on, can you just say something? Because I don't know exactly how to spell your name. But if you guys are not following Wax, yes, thank you, right there, beautiful, with the cat emote. Does music very early in the morning for me in Mountain Time. That is super fun to listen to while I'm working. So you can always catch that, and builds virtual pinball tables that MPT3K is constantly using. So yeah, definitely give Wax a follow as well. Wax is Wax. And you helped with configuration. Okay, cool. And Peppers! I totally spaced it. Thank you very much for those bits. You're amazing. And I think I already said welcome to the stream, but I can like re-welcome you, right? Yeah, that's fine. So anyway, let's do this. We're on ball 3. This is by far the worst game we've played so far, but we just got an opportunity here. This is reactor 2. There's a ball lock. Let's get 2 more of those. No! All right, that's fine. We're all good here. I'm completely fine with all of that. Let's try and plunge it up into the top. See if we can overheat. We did not. Woo! Multi-ball!
3x jackpot. 3x jackpot.
There we go.
3x double jackpot.
Woo! All right, the 2 destroys, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. There we go, reactor destroyed.
2x jackpot.
All right, do we go back in for multi-ball? I think we do. What was the MSRP of TNA? I forgot. So it was $64.99. I think without any of the additional stuff added and without shipping, if I remember correctly. And Apollo 13 was fun. I agree that 13 ball multi-ball is crazy. It's triple X wax throwdown. Lots of balls that are basically there to block your shots and cause regret when they drain. Don't panic, Flip. You should see if you can work out a sponsor link with American Girl for the Sunday stream. I don't think American Girl is going to appreciate all of the drinking that's going to happen on stream on Sunday. Every person that buys the game through your link will get a free pack of C batteries so that they can open it up and play it right away. That is a really good idea. I like that. Or a free Mr. Fusion at home kit to make your own power. What is the Mr. Fusion? Is that from Mr. Fusion? I feel like that's from the same thing that had a self-making Mr. Coffee machine or something. fine. Don't tilt, don't tilt. Come on, George, you know this. A free Mr. Fusion. I don't, is it Total Recall? That's my final answer. I'm going Total Recall. It rhymes with... It rhymes with Back to the Future, huh? Okay. Let me work on that one. Speaking about that, Back to the Future as a theme potentially done by the same guy who did Batman 66 and Beatles. I can't think of his name right now. Does that get anybody else excited? I mean, I liked Back to the Future, and if the game is amazing, the theme isn't a detractor, but I would like other themes. That said, I really can't complain. The only dream theme that I have that hasn't been done yet, well, I mean, besides Harry Potter. Obviously, I have a Harry Potter tattoos. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. But it would be The Princess Bride and Harry Potter. Glad someone else gets my references. Yeah, Peppers, I am sorry I missed out on that one. Otherwise, I seem weird. My brother and I talk about that all the time. Because we both, like, can speak in movie references. And that is a very interesting ability. I feel like it has gone unappreciated. That sucks. Alright, hey, we just got an extra ball, and we just started the third reactor. This is turning into not an awful ball, even though the first two weren't great. Alright, we're cool. We're cool. The letter X can also make a Z type of sound, so wax also sounds like saying Zawax or Zawaz. Wax, do you want to weigh in on that one? That idea being kicked around has me screaming, take my money. Okay, the Back to the Future. If I remember correctly, Dice, you're 2 years younger than me? Which is, it just has me a little weirded out that you would be, even though you're younger, you, okay, I'll take that. Whew! Alright, what do we need to do here? I'll come back to that, why it has me, just that you're younger but are a fan of an older movie like that. And Codeman TV, welcome to the stream. Codeman just ordered 10 push-ups. If you'll notice, nobody else is using points right now, Codeman. Somebody should explain to Codeman why to hold points for Sunday. Grr! Alright, 10 push-ups.
Shoot again.
Okay. 10 push-ups, done, Codeman. Your request has been completed. 25 years. Oh yeah, you are way younger than I remembered. Okay, cool. 25 years. The Pinball Network sure seems to think Harry Potter is coming, but I don't think JK will ever budge on her hatred of pinball, bad memories of her drunkard father, and bars and pinball. I also kind of think the same thing. That has me worried, at least. But I don't know. She obviously is very happy with money. It's weird that she's picking pinball, in my opinion, to freak out about when she has sold out so horrifically on so many other silly things. Like, she's obviously not worried about her legacy being messed up in the same way that, like, George Harrison's widow is just made the Beatles license really difficult because she was very particular on what Beatles stuff needed to happen. It's not like that with JK. She's insanely rich and is happy, I feel like, based on her choices to continue to get richer and richer. It doesn't make sense with pinball, in my opinion, then. And, I scrolled way up. Maybe I'll whip up a homebrew. Should I fast track that one to go after MLP? Dice, I don't care. I just want MLP. Whatever happens after that, I'm happy. I know. 25. I also feel really old. I'm 37. I just click things habitually. Drinking Stream Sunday. We have major opportunities to get people loosey-goosey with alcohol. Yes. And get your Harry Potter toilet paper here. I can't do that. I've been talking too loud. We should make a Barry Porter pin based off the HP world. Okay, by the way, if somebody is going to do Harry Potter, please do not do the movies Harry Potter. Do the really cool artwork that was on all of the original books. That, I think, would make it amazing. There's even moments within the Harry Potter virtual pin that MPT3K has streamed several times where you can see they pulled up black and white artwork from the books, or maybe it was online, I'm not sure, but that looks amazing. I don't like the movies. I'm a diehard book fan. I am also older than you. Will be 39 on March 16th. Yes, I am not the oldest person in the room. Thank you very much, Riku. Do you prefer, because I don't want to say Riku Rinku every time, do you prefer either Rinku or Riku? Riku, or am I mispronouncing it in general? I'm still, Codeman TV. All right, hold on. So, Codeman TV, on Sunday, we are streaming a tournament in-house here. We have 12 people coming, and we're going to play in 3 groups of 4 on all of the pins here. Now, what's interesting is we have people who there are going to be people who have never played pinball playing in the tournament, and then people who are ranked in like the top 1,000 worldwide. It's an interesting mixture. Here's the thing, and the tagline on the marketing for it is that winning has consequences. You will be able to purchase with stream points or bits playfield leveling measures, PLMs. Now, I'm not going to say that you are going to be able to purchase shots for specific people to take. I'm going to say that you can purchase playfield leveling measures, and there will be shots in the basement that people may coincidentally take at the same time that you order a playfield leveling measure. So there will be that, and if you win, you have to take a playfield leveling measure. I'm not going to say shot. So that's what's happening Sunday. It is a 4-hour pin golf tournament where we will be playing Tron, Total Nuclear Annihilation, Harlem Globetrotters, Black Knight 2000, Jurassic Park, and then the 4 people with the best score at the end will play the finals on the Flipside pinball machine. This is a fully functional pinball machine made by the American Girl Doll Company. Yes. Hey, thank you. I am also super excited for this Sunday. We've got green screens. We've got extra cameras. The Pinsomniac is going to be here. We've got Titanics. We've got Jackson. We've got Elliot. My wife will be on stream. Christine and her husband will be here, and I can't wait for you guys to meet Christine's husband. And then, I don't know how many people I just mentioned, but up to 12 people. I don't think Bob has been on the stream in a while, or Kelsey. But they're going to be here as well. 2 really, really good pinball players. So, anyway, that's what's happening Sunday night from 8:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. Mountain Time. And the reason we're doing all of this drinking on a Sunday, because you might be asking yourself, dear Lord, why would you do that on a Sunday? Well, it's President's Day on Monday. I think we all have Monday off. So, that's what's really happening. Sounds really dope. Codeman, I wish you could be there too. So, switching back over, now that we've done that, Peppers, I will be there in chat, yes. And doesn't feel like it, but thanks. At least I can still go into a Hardee's in the morning and be the young whippersnapper. Finals on that. I know. I'm so excited. I hope I make it to the finals because I do not hold my alcohol well at all. Also, If you get ordered to take a playfield leveling measure, but you say no, you're out of the tournament. So that's the other thing is, yeah, it should be interesting. And we have a system in place to kind of game how playfield leveling measures get assigned to people. I gave a quick demo of that last night, and then it kind of broke my stream. So I've got some work to do, but hopefully everything will be ready to go for Sunday evening. And I feel like I missed a bunch of chat. I'm trying to scroll up and look through it. Shoot, now I definitely want a refund on the push-ups. Okay, anyway, we are back here. We are trying to destroy reactor number 3. This is celebrating mediocrity at its absolute most mediocre. You'll be playing in an IFBA tournament Sunday. We'll have to check out the replay. Pink Ninja Man, does that small pinball machine have a tilt? It does not. Pink Ninja Man, what I think I'm going to do is set it up on a table and then put a bell, like basically a tilt bob on the table, strap it to the table, and if you move it and ding the bell, we're going to count that as a tilt, and we'll just have the person drain if they hit a third tilt. Can I spend bits instead for the game? Yes, Codeman TV. So you can you'll be able to use. You know what? What time is it? It is 12:22. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Well, I'm gonna lose Mike, so I'm gonna show it for a second, and then I'm gonna bring it back. So give me a sec. All right, here's hoping the... Oh my god, I think it all still works. Yes! Okay, cool. Mic works. There you go. Yes! Riku, I didn't hear whether or not I should go Rinku or Riku. The first or the second. So if you replied and I missed it, I apologize. But Riku I'm going with for right now. Riku is fine. Yes, Riku is fine. Great. Yes, I'm in Mountain Time. Specifically, I'm in Fort Collins, Colorado. We do a bunch of stuff out here, a whole bunch of on-location streams, so everybody knows I'm in Fort Collins. Cool, yeah, or people will just put up the pin, LOL, and shake the ball around. Exactly, yes. Riku Suave. And anyway, so hopefully you guys saw that. It was a display, and you'll be able to, for bits or stream points, spin the wheel. That activates and gives the person it ends up on a playfield leveling measure, a PLM. Or the other fun thing you can do is temporarily make somebody's slice bigger, also with stream points or bits. So one or the other. If you haven't been saving up, I know. Unfortunately, Dice, you're probably gonna have 15,000 stream points by then. Anywho, yeah, once MLP is done, or as done as I can make it, I'll send it to you for a week or two after I play through it and try to bulletproof everything. I've got the figures all picked out, and I think I have a cool motorized toy in the works. Dice, that seems like a lot more effort than me coming out your direction. If you finish MLP, I just got to make a trip if you're okay with that. I got to come out your direction, and we'll stream MLP. And, yeah, Colorado's... oh, my God, the pinball scene in Colorado is amazing. You've got Snow and Paul from Colorado Pinball. If you guys haven't checked them out, amazing streamers. They do tournaments. They do local stuff. They're just super fun people. And like those kind of people that you start talking to and I don't stop talking. That's been a problem. We traded pinball machines for about 6 months, and when we went to go drop it back off, we sat outside and chatted outside their house for like 2 hours. It was ridiculous. I feel like a lot of that is my fault. And when I get nervous, I tend to chat a lot. And anyway, they're super cool people. Then you got Ryan Wenger, who just started streaming recently. He's the guy who won Intergalactic at Pinball last year. If you haven't given, I think his name is Ryan Wenger. Give him a follow if you haven't done so already. You've got the Pinsomniac. You've got Titanics, who doesn't stream but is out here. Like, that's just a few of the streamers, and then the community is ridiculous. There is pinball everywhere. There was pinball installed at my daughter's trampoline park about a month ago. Like, I just played Theater of Magic while my kid was jumping on trampolines for an hour. How awesome is that? It's gonna be fun. Friday is payday. I have 3K. I can ban Titanics. And pinball is really big there, too, Riku says. Did you just say Unfortunate Love Snow, Paul, and Lunchbox? We have a pinball museum up there. Okay, cool. I mean, if you come here and like it, I'll be taking notes while I'm making it. If you really want one after you play, I'll just... Okay, done. And it's another excuse for me to rewatch the series 10. We just restarted watching the series start to finish. We have 26 pinball teams for Monday League with 10 people. Oh my gosh. Peppers, that's ridiculous. And you're... I'm not going to announce where you're from, but I remembered now, and I know it's not Australia. I'm just south of Seattle. Okay, cool. In fact, I don't... Maybe I was about to say Peppers. Okay, he said it. Seattle area. Yeah. Seattle. Your Peppers is also in Seattle. I am a Pinac, and you're a... I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, let's do this. Let's finish this up. The stream is almost done. It's almost 12:30. Let's get this going here.
Reactor value balanced.
So we've got 3 destroys. Fell through. Why? Whenever it falls through, it always goes right down the middle. Apparently, we had a very fast reactor 1. Faye, coming. I missed the host. Faye, thank you very much for that host. I apologize for missing it. I'm a bad host tonight. Faye, you're getting on here for I think a fast reactor 1. Awesome. I apologize. We actually didn't play much pinball tonight, but at least 2 of the games were really good, and that last one was really awful. So I'm going to leave you on a low note so you don't have high expectations the next time you come, which is hopefully Thursday. And, oh wait, I'm missing stuff here. Nice, you should come attend a broadcasters meetup sometime. Totally. ACK on T-Rex. And finally got access to a Jurassic Park locally. It's so darn good, even better than you made it look. Thank you, Codeman. I feel like that's really saying something. And Peppers is going to need details. I'm assuming you guys will DM between Riku and Peppers. I should try to get into a league out here. Pink Ninja Man, you absolutely should. League can be so much fun, especially if the community is really great. And I know the Portland and Seattle communities are rocking out there. You can come play Lord of the Rings and Hobbit also if you want to visit me in North Bend. I know so many people up in that area now, and we just visited there last year. And no better way to get more skill, keep it low. Like, hey, I love North Bend. Used to live out that way, and I should just do it. That was that one point. Your bad games are much higher quality than mine. T-Rex, I mean, this is my pinball machine. I don't know that I'm that consistent on other, like, Deadpool, I feel like I could consistently put up really, really big scores on my machine. Out in public, it was a 50-50 as to whether or not it was a good game or not. Because the ones out at Pinball Jones here in Fort Collins played so crazy, wild, fast. It was very different. So when you see me play, do it with, like, a grain of salt, knowing that it's my pinball machine, and I know how mine plays really, really well. If I was playing in a tournament on somebody else's, I wouldn't have that knowledge, and it would play a little bit differently, which would mess with me. I'd have to adjust, and that's another part of pinball too. And yeah, I have home field advantage. Exactly, Dice. So kind of introvert. So the idea of going out to meet strangers takes some mental courage and convincing. That's, I was going to say, you do stream, by the way. So Pink Ninja Man, another streamer. If you guys aren't following Pink Ninja Man, you should do so. And Faye, I think I mentioned earlier, but there's a ton of streamers out there right now. I don't want to go, well, there's Faye, there's Pink Ninja Man, there's Wax, there is Codeman TV. I can't remember if you stream or not, but there was Von Pinball, there was... oh my god, I gotta go back to main so that way I can go through the list. Nope. I'm missing a ton of people that were streamers. Just go ahead and do the exclamation point shout out. It is not a moderator only thing. Do shout out and your name, get it on here. I will make it a mission to do so soon. Awesome. Yes, and if you ever have, if you're ever curious about how to stream, we have a Discord and a bunch of different streamers on the Discord. So feel free to jump onto the Discord. That is exclamation. I'm gonna type it in. Click that link. You can join the Discord. We have quite a few streamers. We have a channel called Stream Tech. We've done streams just on how to stream, specifically pinball, but everybody is so helpful. If you're interested in becoming a streamer, I know Dice, you're about to do it here in the near future. El Capitan was another one who was in recently, and I think there was two others who were also interested, asking a bunch of questions about cameras, software, and there's just a really great community out there who wants to help other people learn how to stream if you're interested in doing it. Also, Anonymous was on earlier. Just trying to think of who else was on who was streaming. Anyway, you guys, you could have done anything else on a Tuesday night. Instead, you were here. That's great. That makes you amazing people. We'll be back on Thursday. I'm hoping to get Christine here. I don't know if she's going to be able to make it, but we're going to be playing Tron, which is right next to me over to the left, which is why I keep pointing that direction, which is going to look like right to you guys. Sorry, who else was on? That was Laserlos was on earlier as well. Now I'm thinking of all these other people. And then Sunday is the really big stream. I am so looking forward to it. That's 8:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. Mountain Time on Sunday. It's going to be the Flip Side Pinball Tournament. It should be lots of fun. You guys save up your stream points. See you guys later. Alright guys, we are going to raid Lord BBH. Oh, no, sorry, Melbourne Silver League, Silver Ball rather, just came on. That is the head-to-head guy, so give me 2 seconds here. We're going to raid Melbourne Silver Ball.
Very nice.
Oop, careful, it is intended for mature audiences. So, if you guys can't handle the swearing, jump off now.